Welcome to another episode of Life with Larnel. I am so happy that you decided to click on this video. And today, I have the honor and the privilege to talk to the genius, Mr. Michael Korte. Michael?
Larnel!
How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here. I'm doing very well. All things considered, I'm doing very, very well. How are you?
I'm great. And you know, Life with Larnel, the first thing we ask is how's life? And you've just said, considering it all is well. Now, I want to get into the nitty gritty. I want to get into the good stuff.
Yes,
For those who don't know who Michael's work, let's just get into it. Let's go by the names. You can talk about Hand for B, Gaga for Rent, Purple for Prince, the Hercules medley, and then the Sister Act one. Oh my, and there's so many more. The one that I was introduced to was Dreaming for Drake, because B Slade is just an animal and I follow anything he does. He's crazy. So I am so honored that you and I connected. And I just want to let's talk about your process. How do you find these amazing talents? How do you come across these people?
Yeah, I first of all, since you said it, shout out to B Slade, and you have to have him on the show. I'm sure he would love to do it.
I would love it.
Do you have merch? I need that green hoodie.
This is a little something. It's a little merch I got going on.
Look at our purple and green. Okay. Anyway, that merch, that's nice. Good for you. The process. Yes, first of all, B Slade, that's so awesome that you found Dreaming for Drake. B Slade is, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but having a creative experience with that man truly completely shifted my life. So whenever I get a chance to speak his name, I absolutely will do that. And thank you for watching, by the way.
No problem.
The creative process, how does it work? It is beautiful. It is a disaster. It is quick. It is slow. It is emotional always. It is so many things. But at the core, it's just really just a need, a want to tell a story, to share a song. It's really that simple. So the process just starts like anything does, with an idea or with an inspiration, and then figuring out how to use limited resources to tell that story, to produce the dream. Sometimes these are things that have lived within me since I was a child. Sometimes I stumble upon, something in pop culture, and I'm like, I got to jump on this because this is a moment in history. So the process is really just the most simplified version of it. It's from dream to pulling together a group of people, creatives who I think can help me execute this dream, casting it, rehearsing it, filming it, editing it, and feeding it to the internet and seeing if anyone responds. That's the process. I
mean, everything you do, and this is what I've experienced with your videos, everything you do has so much excellence to it, from the vocals to the audio to the editing. And I just love the truth that's in it, because, with telling a story, there's not, it's not just a mashup of songs. There's a sense of truth in there. So what does authenticity mean to you?
Authenticity is like, it is always, it's at the top of the list as far as the goal, right? Like if it does not feel authentic, we veered off the road, And I was just having this conversation the other day, and this is not something to brag about. It's just something to feel like I know I still have more to do, but I'm on the right path. Is that I feel like I haven't compromised my authenticity as far as any of my art is concerned that I put out into the world thus far. Sure, some things have had greater fanfare, response, viewership than others, but I feel like it's all, for the most part, remained authentic to myself and to the people with whom I'm creating. Authenticity is It's just truth. It's just your blood and your bones. It just is who you are. And it's knowing that when you feel like you've compromised, you have the confidence to say, hold on 1 second, let's reverse, let's stop, let's regroup, because this just doesn't feel right. And authenticity is not giving a what to what anyone else thinks, because this is authentic. This is my joy. So that's what authenticity is.
What have you learned throughout this process? You have become an innovator in creating content and the way that you do. What have you learned most about yourself throughout this process?
I've learned that I have learned that creating brings me so much joy. I have learned that I am most happiest when I am creating. I have learned that and I haven't mastered this, but I've learned if you can remove your ego from every situation, that it will always be much more fulfilling. You will always have a better outcome. I have learned that there's no way you can do it all. So turn your dream into a team sport and bring together a group of people, honor them, and let them know that they are needed, they are cherished, and they are appreciated. I've learned so much. I've learned that the internet is a wild place. I've learned that a lot of people can voice their opinion, even though they might not know what the hell they are talking about, but the internet allows them to voice their opinion, which is fair. I've learned a lot.
So what has been one of the most, what response have you gotten from somebody that just really just wowed you, that they loved it?
That has been one of the most beautiful parts of this whole experience, and something I am grateful that I make art that currently lives on the internet. Hopefully not forever, but I make art for the internet. And getting people sending me videos of their kids watching the videos or singing to the videos, people sending me messages that they had, and this almost makes me emotional, that they had one of my videos playing while they were giving birth, or that, the Sister Act video most recently that I put out, I got so many messages of people saying that this was their mom's favorite video and their mom has passed away, and they think that, oh gosh, they know that their mom would have loved to watch that video. That's kind of incredible. So just to know that there's joy connected to these creations is a reward that I still am trying to comprehend, and there's nothing greater than that, and there's, different celebrities have said this and what, blah, 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 and there's been, people that write articles and stuff, which is really cool. But just human to human connection through music and visual is that's an incredible blessing.
Absolutely. Have you ever considered, going into doing on stage stuff, like some theater? Because I already see it. I mean, when I saw Dream Me for Drake, I was like, oh, this is a musical. This is basically a musical that would attract a different kind of audience. And I think that's something that I'm most interested in when it comes to theater, when it comes to bringing a different audience in. Not everybody's going to go see the Hamiltons or go see the Les Mis, or, there's so many different people that would love to be introduced to theater, but, it doesn't necessarily attract them. So would you be interested in that?
I would love that. I would absolutely love that, and it's very much in the works in the most beginning stages. But I hear that, I remember when, I'm sure I'm much older than you, but I'm sure you remember when Hamilton came out a couple of years ago, you know, and there was, you know, and no shade to that incredible team and cast, but there was this discussion of the only people coming to see this are rich white people from Connecticut who can afford it or who have a connection to the ticket. So what's the point? So, yeah, I mean, here we are in a pandemic where if we're not rethinking everything about these institutions that have for so long fed unhealthy mindsets and habits and groups of people, I would love to put butts in the seats of just different. I would love to bring something different to the table. And I would love to do that where there's not a screen in between us. So
Absolutely.
We shall see. I would love it to be something original that I, you know, wrote and composed with my friends. So we shall see.
Absolutely. I want to talk quickly about collaboration because you just mentioned making your friends. And I think that is so amazing that I've recently, you know, being in college, having the experience to, you know, collaborate with people that you truly love and that you can trust. So talk about how that has helped you.
It's a complicated process. It's a complicated process because there is, it's not easy creating work with your friends. And I think I should, and there is that kind of old, like, thought of like, never live with your friends and never go into business ventures with your friends. That's a whole other discussion. You want to be collaborating with people that push you to be better, that think differently than you do. I don't need you to tell me yes. I need you to challenge me. I am bringing what I am bringing. Don't validate me. You know, that's my job to validate me, you know? So I need you to bring something else. You know, I say friends, a lot of these people are strangers that have become very close friends, but we have found a way to draw a very hard line between kikiing and being professional.
Absolutely.
Beyond that, I think something that I am good at is you have to be diligent in using your resources and your wherewithal to find other people in your area or elsewhere that can help you execute whatever your vision is: creating art, opening up a bakery, running for mayor, you know, being the best janitor. You know, you have to use your wherewithal to reach out to strangers, because you know, you just have to know. You have to know. You have to be clear on your vision and assemble a team.
Absolutely. And all you have is all you need. Definitely. So, real quick, I just I think when I think about your experience, I really wanted to know from your point of view, what do you want people to leave with after they've seen Michael Korte Presents? What do you want people to leave with after watching your videos?
I would like them to leave with, you know, I think that experience is going to be different for everyone. If they leave with perhaps a renewed sense of hope, you know, or just a chance to take a deep breath, or like maybe they like perhaps got up and danced, or, you know, maybe there's a song or a melody that revolves in their head for the next few hours. Or maybe they got to see someone on the screen that they feel like they looked like, who they don't see a lot when they turn on the internet. That's amazing. You know, I would like them to experience authentic joy. If that's possible, that is amazing.
So in this time, what advice would you give to an aspiring artist who's been struggling to try to create or try to, maintain their skills throughout this pandemic, what advice would you give to them?
Oh, my advice would be that your experience is your experience, and because you are still breathing, you are experiencing exactly what you should be experiencing, and that there is absolutely no roadmap for maintaining your sanity and your relationships and your wellness and your creative spirit during a global pandemic. I remember back in March and into April and into May when this all went down, I had so much anxiety and fear and was doing nothing but washing my hands every 5 minutes. And I was not feeling creative. I certainly couldn't bring together a group of people to sing and breathe on each other. So to someone who is struggling to create right now, or maybe trying to still find their footing within this experience, all I can say is be kind to yourself. And I'm really just saying that out loud to say it to myself, because, it's the wild, wild west now. And now more than ever, you have to prioritize your own health and the health of the people you love. If you are feeling healthy, if you are feeling well, find a way to take a tiny risk. But if you're not feeling as well can be, that is okay. Take the moment, take the day, moment by moment.
I just want to get into these fun, quick questions. Would you rather? It's going to be really fun, really quick.
Great.
Would you rather be stuck on an elevator by yourself or stuck in your basement with your entire family?
Oh my gosh. Because my mom will watch this, I'm going to say be stuck in my basement with my family.
All right. Would you rather know everything or understand everything?
These are deep questions. Would I rather know everything or understand everything? No questions asked. Understand everything.
That's been the common answer. Everybody wants to understand why.
Yes, I don't have to be the smartest person in the room, but I would at least like to have some wherewithal of understanding.
What Broadway show would you want to see once the pandemic is over?
Okay. Do you know what that no one else knows is, so I live in Los Angeles. The day I won the lottery for the digital lottery for Hamilton, the day they shut down the show in March, whatever day that was, March 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, whatever day that was, I had won the lottery. I was going to take my friend who worked on the Hamilton Beyonce video with me, who has never seen Hamilton. And so I just have to, I feel like they owe me a ticket because I did win that day.
Yeah.
But I will also say, I just keep dreaming about bringing two people to Broadway, B. Slade and Jasmine Sullivan. I would love to see any Broadway show that involves one of those two artists. I don't know if the theater would have a roof on it by the time that show was done. But I would like to see that Broadway show.
Ooh, I would love to see Jasmine produce one. Just her writing ability would be crazy.
I would like to be stuck in an elevator or a basement with Jasmine Sullivan. I would be there with just crying with a pad of paper, writing down anything she said and just letting her know that she is the one.
Michael, I thank you so much for your time. I thank you for allowing me to record this conversation. I am grateful. What can the people expect from you next?
I am, hopefully, fingers crossed, releasing a video sometime in the next 7 to 10 days. it is the final video in my mashup series that we mashed up Hamilton, Beyonce, and Lady Gaga, and Rent, and Drake, and Dreamgirls, and Color Purple, and Prince. It is the final video in that series. Been 5 years in the works, almost.
Wow.
And I'm terrified, but I'm grateful. So that should be coming out soon. And beyond that, hopefully some original work. And we shall see. We shall see. We shall see.
Wow, the farewell video. I am excited to see what you've come up with.
I'll tell you when we're done recording. Yes.
Okay. I cannot wait. Michael, thank you so much. To the viewers, thank you guys for watching another episode of Life with Larnel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. See